Hi, today I'm going to be showing you the David Finlayson Camino Africana Chenin Blanc. This is an old vine wine, which means it comes from vineyards that are older than 35 years. And the Camino Africana label is a label that I started for wines where we don't own the vineyards, but these are vineyards that I've sought out, that are special, that have a history, that have something special in terms of the wines that they make. And the whole story behind these grapes is that they come from the Kulanov area, which is very close to us. The Kulanov area is called Kulanov, or Cold Corner, because traditionally the cold air comes in the evenings from Table Bay. It comes up the valley and it gives you a slower, longer ripening period, and also results in higher natural acidities on the white wines from that area. So these old vines planted in the 1960s are bush vines. They give very low yields, only about 2.5 tons a hectare, and that pushes up the price of production, but the wine that you get in the glass is incredibly rich and sort of mineral kind of flavored. In fact, I often say it's almost like a red wine in terms of its tannin structure. It's a wine that can mature for a long time, but will also open in the glass and will benefit with food. So let's have a taste of this. This is a 2018. It's being bottled under cork and has a nice wax, hand-applied wax sealing for the capsule. So it's really made a sort of artisanal wine, and we do everything as far as possible as handmade. The wine is fermented in old barrels, so we don't get too much wood flavor in the wine. We really want to express the site. And we also don't add yeast, we allow the natural yeast that comes on the grape skins to do the fermentation. It usually takes almost twice as long as when you add yeast, when you're working with natural yeast, to get the fermentation done. But it also gives you some interesting, sometimes slightly funky flavors, but usually a lot of complexity. So if you look at that color, it's kind of straw yellow, and it's kind of rich. You can see that in the color. And the nose is really interesting. It's kind of marmalade-y and lots of ripe peaches and apricots. It's really a nose full of flavors. Lots of interesting smells coming out of the glass. Silky smooth and creamy palate. And that peach flavor, sort of stone fruit flavor coming through very strongly, very typical of top quality Chenin Blanc. And it finishes with a nice sort of long, we call it white flower kind of flavor, like almond blossom kind of flavor on the aftertaste. It's got some tannin, you taste it on the tongue, so it definitely has some staying power, and there's a little crisp little acid backbone there as well. So definitely, like I said, a rich wine, almost a white red wine if you want to call it that, because it's just really made for lasting, and top quality stuff. Love it. Cheers.